finish him off. Crush those. Thanks, Lightning. Thanks, Lightning, and your Lightning Bolt. Bolt Wave, Lightning Bolt, Lightning. Very nice. Good job. I never played your game. It's okay. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka that Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we are running Boros again. Boros got a couple of good power jumps in this, man. Boros got a pretty good cards. This is post bans, and this is rotation proof. So you don't have to worry about going forward from here. This Lightning Bolt is going to stick with you for a while. This is going to be a combination of lightning damage, go wide, with a couple of combat tricks in it that I don't think people are expecting. And it really just kind of comes out of nowhere and just completely decimates you, much like a real lightning bolt. So before we get down to this one, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today and becoming a villain. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainej for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both those places. Hit that bell. You'll be notified when we go live or when anything new happens. Check that out. Speaking of check stuff out, check out our Discord. Our Discord community is where we all are hanging out, talking about posting your decks, asking questions, anything that you'd like is going to be on Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this deck right here that you see in front of you, this lovely Boros deck, go right down to the AetherHub and we will have it for you. So what are we talking about with Lightning Bolt? Well, we're combining a couple of things. Mainly the new stuff, Lightning and Burnhilder, are very good, and we're going to do the old Mobilize trick as well and throw some burn spells at people to really knock them out. First things first, a little bit of burn with Bolt Wave and Burst Lightning. Now, Bolt Wave is good for direct damage, and it actually does win me a couple of games. The trick with Bolt Wave, hold on to them. You want to make sure that lightning hits, because what you can do with Bolt Wave is if lightning does the damage, she has an ability called Stagger, and whenever she does damage, the next time anybody deals damage to that person, if a source would deal damage to that player permanent, it deals double damage instead. So you can hold your Bolt Wave, hit with lightning with the trample and first strike, and as long as one pings your opponent, Bolt Wave is going to do 6. That's spicy right there. That's a spicy hit. So it's a great way to just throw spells down range and do a lot of damage early on. Burst Lightning is good early removal, especially against those damn chocobos that are choking up the whole meta right now. Landfall aggro really taking up a lot of space, so you might want to pop them out very early and get it done like that. It also has the ability to be kicked for 4 damage in the middle to late game. We're also going to go with Stadium Headliner. 1 red, Mobilize 1, 1/1 Goblin Warrior. You can sacrifice it. It deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature. Not a bad sacrifice on a go wide, but we want this to generate a lot of go wide because we are trying to mobilize a lot, especially across the board, especially combining it with Voice of Victory and Arabella, the Abandoned Doll, which is a really good combo that rips down life very quickly as long as you have your triggers ordered correctly. So we are trying to mobilize, get kind of a wide board, give them not a lot of options while blocking, and then really hit them hard. And then all of a sudden really hit them just that hard. We're going to show you some tricks on that. So Mobilize certainly does help. As far as removal, we got to go with Forget Lost. Enchantments are still here. We haven't lost Temporary Lockdown, which will mess us up. We haven't lost that yet. Enchantments and creatures, they got to get the hell out of there, man. We got to get rid of them. You can put any removal you want, but I think that early on, you're probably going to need this combination of Burst Lightning to take out small creatures, get Lost for medium, and also we have Lightning Helix, which is a great removal or direct damage to your opponent right there. 1 white and 1 red, 3 damage to any target, and you gain 3 life. Just pure economy of mana right there. 3 damage and 3 life for 2 mana is just insanely good. Same thing too, by the way. If you hit with lightning and then you hit with Lightning Helix, you double lightning strike them. They say lightning doesn't strike twice, but it will when we play this deck. Yeah, that is, again, that's going to be, you're going to do 6 damage to somebody if you lay that out. The other one that we have is Boros Charm. This is the real crazy one right here. If you really want to run pure Boros, make sure that you hit with Lightning, hit him with the stagger hit him with the stagger ability, and then finish it with Boros Charm, and you're hitting somebody with 8 damage immediately. Ooh, that's a spicy right there. So you have 3 options with Boros Charm as an instant. You have 4 damage to target player or planeswalker. Permanents you control gain indestructible, great for anti-board wipe, or target creature gains double strike until the end of turn. Lightning getting double strike is really good as well because she has first strike, and then her second hit would do more damage on top of that as well. So really cool stuff you could do with Lightning Helix, Boros, and Get Lost as the instants right there. Another great instant that we have is Opera Love Song. This is a new Final Fantasy card right here. Final Fantasy VI, one of the most memorable parts. Do you remember it? 1 red and 1 instant. At the end of your opponent's turn is where I would play the first mode of this. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play the cards until your next end step. If you save your mana and play this as an instant at the end of your opponent's turn, you'll have a whole turn with 2 extra cards, as opposed to having to spend mana on your turn and then not having mana to spend on that. So you can kind of save and then kind of go into a turn with full mana and extra cards. Or 1 or 2 creatures, why would you choose less than 2 if you have 2, get +2. This is a surprising one. People don't expect 2 creatures to pump up +2/+2, which is pretty good. And I like to do that to either Argus Cos or Lightning, because all of a sudden Lightning being a 5 first strike is way different than people expect. It's enough to trample over to trigger her stagger ability, or it's enough to really hit that hard hit on them and do that damage that we need to. And we're getting life off that as well, so don't forget. Opera Love Song, very good to get those extra cards out and to do the extra damage. Now for creatures on the 2 drops, we're going to have Voice of Victory right here. 1 white and 1 Human Bard, 1/3 Mobilize. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. The Bard is playing his lute so hard that they're drowning out the opponent. Mobilize 2, of course, when you attack, you get 2 1/1 red creature tokens tapped and attacking, which is really good. Puts a lot of creatures on the board. The other beneficial thing about the Go Wide, which is what I wanted to talk about here, when you combine with Arabella and Voice of Victory, and you're just generating a lot of tokens going in. If you have 5 or 6 creatures going in, and you have Lightning, you do something to make sure that your Lightning hits. All of a sudden, these 1/1s that you're pinging people with, that you're hitting with Voice of Victory, they're all going to do 2 damage. Because she's hitting on the first strike phase. So she goes in, boom, hits the stagger. The rest of the army goes in and goes bub, 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 and really does a lot of damage as we go. So it's actually a really good combination play if you're going to hit a kind of token Go Wide. You can hit a lot of cards. You can mess up a lot of cards, a lot of damage at once using the lightning trick right there. We also have Brunhilde, which is a brand new Saga Knight right here. And I love the artwork on this. 1 red and 1 chain, and then Gestalt mode. 2/1 Saga Knight, a Name of Blood, a Pact of Flame. Really hardcore flavor text right there. Exile the top card of your library during any of your turns. You put a lore counter on the Saga. You may play that card. So you get a free card off the top that you can play whenever. If it's on turn 1, 2, or 3, it's perfectly fine. If you get a mana, boom, there you go. If you get another burn spell, boom, you have 3 turns to play it. Then you have Gestalt mode here, which is actually really, really aggressive, because anytime a creature comes in, whenever you cast your next creature, it comes in with haste. So now you're talking about Lightning coming in with haste, Argus Cos coming in with haste, Voice of Victory, any one of these swinging in super, super aggressively. And not only that, you get 2 rounds of it. Really, really cool stuff. Really does help accelerate and build card boost for everything that we're doing here. I really like Brunhilde and the crazy design mechanical knight thing that we have. Good stuff. We have Arabella. Arabella is going to add a lot of damage. Arabella also benefits a lot from Brunhilde. This is the card that really brought it all together right here. Legendary Artifact Creature Toy, 1 white, 1 red, 1/3. Whenever Arabella attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, where X, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. The only thing with power 2 or greater is going to be Lightning. That's the only one with power 2. Argus, Brunhilde, Stadium, all the tokens, Voice of Victory, everything that we have is going to be less, and all of a sudden having a full board, slamming down, if you hit Brunhilde and slamming down in hasted Arabella, immediately going in with a wide board, you're draining 5 life off the top, Lightning's going in, trampling, hitting first strike, and then boom, what are you going to do? You're going to trample over and deal double damage. It's insane. It just rips your opponent down right there. And then on top of all that, even if they survive, hit them with a couple of Boros Charms or Lightning Helixes, and boom, it's over with. It's done. They're knocked out. So we're trying to keep them off balance. Maybe even hit them with Stagger with this one. Lightning Army of One. That's why we call this Lightning Bolt. 1 red, 1 white, and 1 Boros Human Soldier. First strike, trample, and lifelink. I already talked about her. She's amazing. Even though I didn't really play her game that much, that's okay. 3/2. The Stagger ability is what we're trying to go for here. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player until your next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player, it deals double instead. This is the trick we want to get off. We're going to use Opera Love Song. We're going to use all the tricks that we can to try to get her ability off so we can trample, hit, and get that double damage and either finish them off with a go wide of tokens or a flurry of spells that will just completely knock them out. Theoretically, if you hit with her on turn 4 and then hit 2 Boros Charms, you've done 18 points of damage. That's a real combination play that you can pull off. Turn 4 Lightning swings in, tramples for 1 damage. Everything they do is double. You have 4 mana on the board. You hit Boros Charm. It's 16 points of damage. That's how bad things can get that quickly. We're going to finish it off with a surprise guest of Argus Costs, Spirit of Justice. The fun thing about him is that he synchronizes really nicely with Brynhildr. 1 red, 1 white, and 2/4, double strike, vigilance, spirit detective. Now, what he is useful for is whenever he enters or attacks, choose up to 1 target creature if it's and suspected. When something's suspected, it gains menace and vigilance. It gains menace and cannot block. I'm sorry, not menace and vigilance. It gets menace and cannot block. And then if it's already suspected, you can exile it. The fun thing about putting him in with Brynhildr is that he comes in and then attacks, so he can immediately exile something from the board by entering and then swinging in for an attack with a 2/4 double strike on that right there. So that's a really fun combo that you can hit off as well. He's also just a great blocker. A lot of damage you can do with the double strike. Just a unique way of hitting off with the Brynhildr Argus Cost kind of synergy right there that I don't think people are expecting. And what I love to play is things people aren't expecting. We're going to go with 5 plains and 8 mountains, a lot more red than white on this one. Elegant Parlour with the Surveil, of course, Inspiring Vantage, and Sunbillow Verge. That's what we have right there. This is post-rotation lands. You can do lands however you'd like, but that's how I'm doing them right there. 21 creatures from bards to warriors, a little bit of everything. Decent amount of humans, detectives, knights, goblins, whatever. 16 instants, 2 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 4 enchantments, 22 lands altogether, and a 2.1 average. Kind of a cheap deck. Argus is our most expensive guy with, of course, Lightning bringing up at a 3. And you could cut down on the Arguses if you don't want. By the way, this is not an Alchemy deck. This is a standard deck. If you want to check to see if your decks are rotation proof, just click Alchemy and you'll know. This is 100% a standard deck. That is what we're looking at right there. If you don't like Argus, if you want to bring him down, I know he's a mythic rare and he's a little expensive. You could do however you want with this, but the main thrust of the deck is going to be the same thing. You're going to try to make lightning strike twice. Is that enough of that joke already? I don't know. For your anti-meta and for your best of 3, what are my sideboard suggestions? Authority of the Councils, heavy anti-meta right there. Rest in Peace, yes, absolutely. Exile Graveyards. A lot of people are running Reanimator right now, especially Unit Reanimator. This will stop that right there in case you need that. Requisition Raid is great for cracking artifacts, enchantments, and pumping up across the board. Crash Through is a great card draw and trample hit that we can get right there. Dreadmaw's Ire is another great trample hit that will crack an artifact as well on an instant. Great to play on top of Lightning, so she gets to be 5 and then first strikes over that. Rest in Peace, we already talked about. Stroke of Midnight. Destroy target non-land permanent and they get a 1/1 human token. Sure, why not? Some great art of Tifa right there. I have the premium version, which is very nice, so kind of threw that in there. And I did run this deck previously with Safer, but he wasn't quite working. We're going to get a spot for Safer later on, but you can throw him in there because he does let you recast a creature and give somebody double strike whenever they attack alone. He kind of fits, he kind of doesn't. You can kind of swap him in instead of Argus in case you want, but at the end of the day, you could run this whole deck sans Safer if you'd like. That's a pretty good one right there. That's for my English majors. It's a sans serif joke. Anyways, that's a horrible joke. I apologize for that. Let's get into the games here. the let's bring into this. Let's go into rank. We're gonna rank up with this one. Boros Aggro right here. Lightning Bolt. Here we go. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let's get into it. Here we go. How about we remember our duty? Hey, what's up, Kevin Legion? How you doing? Bugger man, 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 bugger man. How you doing, bugger man? Who else is here? Elegant Parlour. That is the fourth one. We'll do that. There's no such thing as a fun Ugin deck, Trex. You're lying to yourself, and now I'm worried about you. Gestalt mode. You gonna play removal? Exile a card. I'll exile this Quiet card.
Nobody knows something about those shadows like me. I've always hated cards.
Gestalt. It's a mid-zero. Let's go in on him, huh? Probably got a shitload of removal, but we can do Boros Charm, and burn.
We all have things we'd rather
Direct removal. Alright. He's gonna do full fucking hand rip here, huh? Thanks, bro. Try to go hand rip on me, it didn't work. I don't know if I'm going to make the new meta. You know, I never try to make new metas. I think a lot of my older decks will probably be okay at Omar Nunez. That's a good point, Chris. I'm never, you know me, I don't ever play for the purpose of like, oh, it's gonna fucking punish everything. It's gonna fucking destroy. It's gonna rank up so goddamn fast. You're gonna shit yourself and die. Like, that's not, I don't think that that's the type of decks that I make. At least I'm not known for that. At being hyper fucking meta, so. Oof. But I'm certain that a lot of my stuff is gonna flourish now. I'm certain a lot of it is going to flourish. Boggle Boss Lair. Sephiroth, Kevin Legion, how you doing? Welcome. Esper, uh-oh. Whoa. Wait. Go in. It's like someone just released the Mondays. And boom. What are they doing? Target player sacrifices a creature of their choice other than enchanted creature. Interesting. Do I run any graveyard hate? No, in the sideboard I don't. I really need to start main decking it. The thing is if you guys know that if I main deck it, I'd never see it, right? You guys know that. You guys know that. I'd never see it not one time if I main decked it. I'd never see a reanimator deck the whole night. Entity tracker. I want you extra dead broccoli. I want you extra crispy, not even original recipe. And we're flooding here pretty good. 32% chance of a land, but we guaranteed it. Unable to scream. Boom. Probably gonna put down Unholy Annex. Optimistic Scavenger with Unholy Annex. The big side or the little side? Big side. Wow, that's really good there. Really great. 13 cards in, and I drew 7 mana. So I can't win against that. Can't win against that. I could top deck a fucking Boros Charm, but that's about it. He's gonna activate this, which means that. Oh, okay, he didn't activate that. He's gonna go in with that one. Arabelle. Attacks. Boom. Prevail. He's got to have removal right now. Boros Charm. Boros Charm. Or. Boros Charm or Burst Lightning would win the game. Angelic Destiny. It's going in with that. Not sure why. Going in with that. 17 points of damage. I don't think that does it. No. Well. Order your triggers. There you go. Odd. Very odd. I didn't get a single fucking new card in there. I got a bunch of new stuff in here, but didn't want to give it to me, despite flooding a little bit. Yeah, he needed a removal there. He didn't pull his Shelt. He did not pull his Shelt. Oof. No, that's a too slow of a hand. That's better. I added Arabelle in here to be a little extra spicy, by the way. To add a little extra spice. A little bit of sugar on it. Pour some sugar on me. In the name of love. Pour some sugar on me. What decks have you been doing really well with in your chili? What viewers have been ordering with their like buttons? Anything with black in it except Rakdos. White has actually been surprisingly doing very good with. Anything white stuff. I was surprised that Grixis Wizards did really well. That did shockingly well for itself. But for some reason, people hate kind of red right now, which is odd that I'm running Boros. But Knights was very popular. Anything with Sephiroth is popular, as to be expected. This is going to be a Orzhov Denial deck. Yeah, Orzhov Denial probably. Gestalt mode. We're gonna do this. This. Give me fine. Probably a sweeper. I would imagine that they're gonna run split up. I think they're waiting for me to build. Yeah, it's like you said, Kentrim Rose maybe. Get back, fucking Arabelle. Probably should have killed the Authority, but if he's gonna lock me out, we don't have it anyways. We're playing aggro. We're playing AC aggro and Authority. You know what Authority does, guys? Beza. Probably another exile here. We don't have it. He's all over us. He's trying to, he's getting all over the, he's fucking on us, man. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not happy with the strength of this, to be honest. The amount of combo pieces, and people are still so traumatized from fucking the red meta that they're absolutely mobbing you out the gate with removal. It is, people really still don't want you to play. Hopefully that'll open up a little bit. Now, I want to say, everyone isn't like that. Everyone is not like that, okay? But there are a lot of people who are deeply, deeply traumatized from the last meta, and they're still on the fucking, the train of, hey, I have to kill everything that comes out of this fucking board. There's not a thing that I can let survive. Not one fucking single item that I can even let live, because I'll die and suffer if I can. And that's sad that we got there. That is, you know, that people were that fucked up over it. Oh, my man's going 2003 core on this. 2023 core on it. Love it. Love it. Just run in. It's all right. Yeah, there you go, bro. Yeah, they're almost rotated out. That's why you've never seen it before. Burrell, shielded our guy. Boros Charm. There we go. The meme Arden Cactar, yeah. The meme Cactar deck, I actually really like that deck. Despite opening so many Final Fantasy cards, I feel like I didn't craft a lot of them. I'm glad people like the VV deck today. I didn't know what the reception, you know, in my triple color decks, a lot of people, they don't care for them that much. Because I'm not the triple color king. But people liked it. I think because I fucking really worked hard on a badass thumbnail. I always like when I get a good thumbnail out. I say, yeah, this thumbnail fucking rocks. This is gonna be a good video because this thumbnail's fucking sick. This thumbnail's fucking hot. Love it. All right, he's gonna come in on me there. Pump. Hell yeah, brother. Pump that. Okay. Boom. We're gonna get that guy out. We're gonna get Arabelle out. We right away want to get rid of boom, boom. Next turn, we're gonna get Vav. He might use a lightning bolt on Arabelle. If he doesn't use a lightning bolt on Arabelle, we'll use the get lost for the blocker. Hey, what's up, Scarlet? Boom. Play the pump. Hell yeah, man. Pump that shit. Go for it, bro. It ain't nothing. Shit ain't nothing, man. Go for it. Alright, let's do it. Let's hit this. Let's hit this. Let's blow this pop stop. Okay. I know you got some other cards in there, man. What do you got in there? I know he's got some more cards. He'll fucking pop out Arabelle, I think. I love like a card like Black Waltz. I love Black Waltz. I think Black Waltz is fucking sick. The fact that you can spell sling so hard with that one, it's 2 damage per fucking spell cast. Like, that's insane. That's so good. Alright. If I swing in with this, and I say 1 or 2 target creatures each get +2. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It wouldn't be enough to kill him right away. And I'd be scared that he would do a shitload of damage on the kickback. So we're going to go in just with this. We're going to hold off on either Opera Love Song or we're not going to play. We're going to play scared. We'll play scared. I'm less concerned about fucking Monastery Flip here now, but if he pumps something up, I can hit him with and get on the get back. Grixis, yeah, you know, I don't play Grixis often, but it is technically the villain colors. I'm not a big blue fan, so, you know. I prefer Mardu or Abzan. There's Screaming Mimi. Is he going to swing with Screaming Mimi or block? That's the real question. That's the real question. It depends what happens here. Really, yeah, he's going whole hog on it. So that's going to be... There we go. Good choice. We have not played Lightning one time, which is kind of surprising. Slivers, you know what's funny is that somebody had a theory, because they keep teasing Sliver and they keep teasing Eldrazi, and someone was like, wouldn't it be funny if there's only one Sliver and one Eldrazi, and they're just fucking with you? And I think that that's probably the case, and they are. There's going to be one Sliver, and there's going to be one Eldrazi. There's not going to be a whole set of them. There's just going to be one and one. Ravenall. Ooh, okay. So we know what we got to do, don't we, guys? Bristly Bill. Let's do that. Let's do no attacks. Yeah, we're going to get more aliens, we're going to get more mutants, and of course robots, we know that. We'll get probably mutant support, and Genova will go right into that. I forgot who you were talking about, like Sephiroth's mom. Who the fuck? Oh, Genova. Out of my way, I'm going to see my mother. Zishubuff. Leshupuff. Just one big silver Eldrazi? Possibly. Let's do this. Let's do no attacks. Ooh, the Hydrasi. I do not have nearly enough fucking things to fucking deal with this shit. I'll have to kill the Hydra. See how he blocks. you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. Thanks, Lightning. Outlaw Stitcher. Interesting. I don't think anybody's ever played that card. Interesting. A little too slow for my taste. Opera Love Song really coming in handy here, let me tell you. Really fucking swinging in. Swing a lot of Schmeat with Opera Love Song. And I do love swinging Schmeat. I have not been able to figure out a Genova Exodeath deck yet. I don't know. You're kind of putting all your eggs in one basket, and it's kind of hard. It's a little slow and very relying on not hitting removal. So I'm a little concerned. All right, let's start with Elegant Parlor into Brunhilde. Boros Charm, fucking fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get Brunhilde out here. Target costs. Okay. It's whatever. He may play removal or a kill card. Alright, do a life gain. Oh, that's a lot of fucking life gain right there, brother. Ooh, brother, that's a lot of life link. Let's do Arabelle. Arabelle's gonna hit the Gestalt. Sacrificer. Game life, game life, game life. Shelt. Gestalt mode. On Brunhilde. Wow! No mana. Not a single fucking one. Not a single fucking mana. Wow. Okay, Games just said, hey, Jay, how about you fucking lose for a minute here? Go ahead and do something for me, man. Just go ahead and lose. Just go ahead and lose, bro. You're good. You're good for a little bit. 11 cards in, and we're still rocking the 2 right there. That's up to a 7. Let's see if we can go that a little deeper with no mana. Hey, there's an actual mana. Awesome. We'll do this. We'll put you down. Gestalt mode. We'll put you down. The only thing I have, I can put down fucking... I could either kill the Hinterland Sacrificer. I need a mana. I'll either kill the Hinterland or put down Argus Khan. But the way that it's going right now, Ares is going to kick the shit out of me. Hey, what's up, MTG here, brother? How we doing? We'll block that with that, see if he's got a pump. Probably does. Yeah, there we go. Let's go. Let's see how deep we can get with no mana. Pretty deep, I'd imagine. Yeah, that's it. Let's see if he's got another protection. He probably does. Nope, doesn't have it. Okay. We'll go in on you here. Okay, boom. If we can survive one more round, if he just draws fucking nothing here, then maybe. He kind of drew nothing. Let's block with that. Got an instant in his hand. this. No, he can't have an instant in his hand because he can't cast spells. Six. Let it go in. There we go. 49. Man, I'd love to get a Get Lost. Ooh, there goes my lifeline right there. Essence Channeler. I'd have put that in a long time ago. But hey, that's just me. Hey, what's up, Alistair? Holy shit, guys. Alright, so let's do, Argent Cross. You. Could not get a fucking Get Lost. Could not get anything here. Oh, well, Aerith is kicking the shit out of me right now because I haven't been able to get a removal. This is a fucking hell. Holy shit. 15 cards, 4 mana, no removal. Didn't work. I'm glad you like it. How you doing, Koala? Welcome. Mineral Area, how you doing? I gave you 12 lands last game. Yeah, no, that's how the shuffler works. That's the fucked up part, is the shuffler will do that. It'll be like, oh, you drew 50 lands? Well, guess what? You're going to get no lands because on a long enough curve, the land is smooth. It's smooth on a long enough curve, so fuck you. That's what it does. I go first. Hey, what's up, Gobbler? Gobbler, you gotta tell me when you're going live. I'll raid into you, man. I didn't even notice you last night. I'll help you out. Let's try you. Okay. Vampire New Blood. Barrett, welcome, Baron Von Villain. Look at that. Baron Von Villain. Argus Costs. Is he gonna do a double damager? Okay. Triggers on him. Land. Do a Boros Charm, 4 damage. Let's hit him for 1. Boom. More land, great. See, it's doing the thing. It's saying, hey, you know, I gave you smooth land I gave you no land previously, so you're gonna get dumped on now. And on a long enough timeline, you're fine. On a long enough timeline, you're perfectly fine. This dude got fucked up, man. This dude got some bad hand right here. You got a terrible hand. Yeah, bro got fucked up. Baron von Villain. I have some new subs to give away. When we go live for the premiere of at the end of the month, at the end of July, we'll give subs out. That'll be the sub giving out time. Is when we hit the end of July, when World of Eternity comes, whatever the fuck it's called. Mulligan that. No thanks, man. Keep that. Shadowverse. Let's get rid of that. Actually, you know what? No, we gotta keep that. We're gonna do this. That's minor. This could be a kill card. Lightning is a soldier. Yeah, that's right. Lightning is a knight. Could be a sweeper. No, it's Bloomvind. Der Bloomvind. Hey, what's up, Beast La Beast? I will take that. We're gonna put down Brunhilde. Could be a full sweep right here. Very much would hurt me a lot if he did that. Yeah, as expected. It's a Selesnya do nothing. I feel like I have him within firing range of my Destructo spells here. That's what you get for playing Selesnya do nothing. That's your fault. And nobody made you play Selesnya do nothing, man. Nobody twisted your arm for that shit. Nobody forced you. I know they didn't. I was here the whole time. Nobody made you play Selesnya do nothing, man. I have a lot of, I have like 3 Sephiroth, Daddy Alistair. I have a lot of Sephiroth and, Cecil. So you could look through my back catalog. You'll find something you'll enjoy right there, man. Hey, thanks, Josh Lizzie. How's your cousin Ash? She doing okay? Did she respond to my collab request? Ooh, okay, I actually like this. I don't like that I'm on the fucking draw, but We'll put down a red, Brunhilde into that. Silent Hall Creeper. Let's put down Brunhilde, activate Gestalt mode. Gestalt mode. Hopefully, I don't have any removal, so if they activate fucking Sheltered by Ghost, I'm fucked, but it is what it is. Because this looks like it's going to be an Azorius fucking artifact, or Azorius. Whatever it's called. Boom. Gestalt mode. This. This. Boom. Pump. Lightning next turn could be a game changer here, literally. Don't be fucking sheltered, don't be sheltered, don't be sheltered, don't be sheltered, don't be sheltered. Invasion of Segovia. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I ain't gonna let you do that, bro. That's not what we're about right now, bro. I'll let you flip. Make me go Gestalt. Gestallen. Double damage. All of those hits right there. Down to 6. That's a pretty good hit. They'll be able to flip. I feel like with Opera Love Song, we'll be able to get in there. Untap. Alright, there's Bolt Wave. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. As long as we can deliver Bolt Wave, as long as Lightning delivers the package, Bolt Wave will kill them. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to do this. Boom. Boom. We see where the blockers are. Say 2, 1, and 2. Finish him off with a crushable smite. Thanks, Lightning. Thanks, Lightning, and your lightning bolt. Bolt wave, lightning bolt, lightning. Very nice. Good job. I never played your game, but it's okay. There we go. Just like that, you two can rank up using lightning bolts. Get it, guys? Lightning bolts. You get, guys? You get it? You get what you get the joke? Because I hit him with bolt wave. And I use lightning to do it. So it was a lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Hey, that's the name of this deck. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. There we go. But or do I get the trombone for that one? I don't know. I don't know which one I get for that one. But overall, guys, I dialed it in. That's the main thing. We got it dialed into where it needs to be. Brynhilder, secret tech, man. Nobody's running Brynhilder, and she is doing things. She's doing crazy things. Arabelle actually added a lot of spice to this, especially when you can haste out of the gate. So yeah, a little bit of pepper on the Mobilize decks right here, and a little bit of lightning bolting as well on that one. So we're gonna leave it right there. I hope you liked it, but we're gonna leave this one right there. It's pretty good.